Hello and welcome to this Week 13 match. We got the Titans and Eagles with some Falcons and Saints action coming your way as well. We're going back and forth between the two games, but Titans and Eagles. Titans coming in 2-9, bit of an off year for Hammer, looking to kind of get back on track and show he's still got the stuff after an off year. And the Eagles coming in at 4-7, another off year, but they have Derek Clausen, who's been phenomenal for them, and also Eli Pope, who's been a lot better than last year. If you want to speak real quickly about these teams, Brian, then we'll get down to the action.
Yeah, the Eagles traded for Pope. I thought that was a really good trade. Pope's a really good quarterback. He's young. I know they're not where they want to be right now, but they have some talent on the team. They're young. Derek Clausen obviously is an absolute dude, and he's always competitive. He beats guys that are perennial playoff teams. If he can just put one together, he's going to be pretty good.
For sure. And on the Titans side, Jack Barnes is their starting quarterback. He's had a very, very off year, 16 touchdowns and 25 interceptions. They do have Bryce Love, who's been okay with 973 yards, 6 touchdowns. And Stephon Poole has been the guy who's been getting the ball, even despite all of these turnovers by Barnes. He's got 1,148 yards and 10 touchdowns. So look for him to get involved a lot today. All right, without further ado, they have started already, so we're going to go down to the field.
Yeah, and we got the Titans. They're going with the young guy at quarterback, and we'll see how it goes for him. I mean, he's a dude. He's got Andrew Luck on the bench, but he's also got a dude at a possible dude if he can dev him up.
Yeah, and I think with an off year like this, they are looking to just try and dev as much as they can with Jack Barnes, and hopefully look to make a run next year as they try and get their offense back up to stuff. But here we are in the game, 3rd and 11 for the Eagles coming up at their own 46. You didn't miss anything else besides this drive. This is the first drive of the day. Eli Pope steps back, empty set, going over the middle to his tight end, and it's dropped. Knocked out of the hands, lockdown coverage. I believe that was Logan Ryan.
Yeah, Logan Ryan. He's old, he's slow, but he just makes plays. He's a good cornerback. I know he's been on the trade block a bunch. Nobody really wanted him. But hey, Ryan's a guy that just makes plays. We saw him with the Patriots a long time ago doing that.
Exactly, and what he's kind of been able to do is play that position in the slot, or kind of like a strong safety where he's covering those tight ends like you see there. And we have a lot of those star tight ends in this league, so he does a good job of that.
Yeah, you got to have a good guy, a good man coverage guy if you're going to play, play man, because there are a lot of tough tight ends to stop. And they got one here with Tennessee also, so it'll be interesting to see what he does.
1st and 10, single back set. Love in the backfield. Luck is the quarterback today, and Love gets the handoff. He's nice 10 yards there.
That was interesting. I wonder what's going on with Barnes, why he's not on the in the field right now.
Well, maybe Titans are trying to, once they knew this game was getting broadcasted, trying to show that they're still one of the top teams in the AFC. So look to see if they're going to start feeding the ball to one of these wide receivers with Luck.
And it looks like I just got a message. It looks like that Barnes is injured. We don't know what the injury is right now, but he's sitting out with some type of injury. And it might be good for the Titans to get Luck going and see what he does.
Yeah, it's always nice to get your star quarterback in there, the one that's been there a while, the veteran, and see if your team can still operate like it did in previous years. But nevertheless, 3rd and 1, empty set for Luck. Luck changes some stuff. He drops back. He's got some time over the middle. He's got his man. That is number 46 over the middle for a nice 5-yard gain. That's Claiborne, I believe.
Yeah, I think that is
Claiborne.
Morris Claiborne, the superstar, good player. Don't know much about him. This team, this is one of those teams that you don't see. They're quietly good most years, but they're struggling. So a lot of the guys have flown under the radar recently.
And that's Ezekiel Claiborne, their backup running back to Bryce Love, as we have an incompletion over the middle. It's his first of the day for Andrew Luck. A little bit off, a little bit out of tempo there. You'll get that when the starting quarterback is out. You'll have those off rhythm type of throws and plays there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, how long you've been in the league. If you're not playing, it's tough to get yourself going. And Claiborne's actually a superstar. He was a really good really good pick, really good running back, and he just hasn't played because of that much because of Bryce Love. And it's interesting that Hammers held on to two really good running backs and didn't try to trade them.
2nd and 10. Love to is right there. Luck with time. Here is the pressure right up the middle. Sack by Borrell on the play there. Gets in there really quickly. Kind of giving that Fletcher Cox vibe. This brings up a 3rd and 17.
Yeah, it's they're definitely missing Fletcher Cox there in Philadelphia, but that was a great play by him. The Titans tried to go deep. They were they were threatening, but that cover three just kept everything on lock.
3rd and 17. Let's see what the Titans try and do here. Man in motion. That's Davis. Luck takes the snap. He's dropping back. He's got time. Throws it over. An incomplete passer. Throws it into double coverage. Questionable decision there, but he had pressure in his face. I believe that was Barnett right in his face to force that quick throw.
Yeah, and he's lucky that wasn't picked off again. Just nothing open there for the Titans, and Luck not getting off to a good start, and that's going to be tough for him because he's got to get in some type of rhythm. If he doesn't, this might be a long day.
Yeah, he definitely got to get some type of rhythm. So we have a flag on the play. I believe that's some kind of weird face mask by Harriet. That'll give the Eagles even better field position. But yeah, Luck's definitely got to get in a rhythm here. And there's a lot of game left, still only midway through the first quarter. I think he will be able to get his rhythm going, but it's got to come from that running game and Bryce Love. He's got to be able to pick up this load a little bit and get this rhythm going for the offense.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting here. I think if I'm the Eagles, I'm giving a very heavy dose of Derek Clausen right now.
And they drop back. The throw over the middle. Nice throw there by Pope. Finds his receiver right over the middle for a nice chunk of yards there. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Yeah, and that is number 86 or 85. Was that?
It was 85. I think it was Alan Dexter on the catch there.
Yep. Yeah, Alan Dexter, 26-year-old receiver, 6'1", pretty, not great speed and acceleration, but a big guy that you can get the ball to.
Derek Clausen to the right side. Got some space. Jukes backs in and spin moves, but is brought down for a gain of about 6 there. You don't see that very often from Clausen. He's a very powerful running back, but able to show a little bit of shiftiness there.
Yeah, Derek Clausen's a downhill bruiser, but he also has got a little bit of wiggle to him. And, if you got a guy like that can go downhill and also wiggle, it's very tough to stop.
2nd and 4. Defense is backing off as Clausen is sent in motion. Eli Pope alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. He's got time. Throws it over the middle. And a catch and run there. Nice quick throw. And Eli Pope is looking pretty good to start this game.
Yeah, that was number 80. Might have been Jarrell Bell. No, not Jarrell Bell. Hammer throwing at some guys that aren't his main guys right now. I mean, Sparty, not his main guys. Getting everybody involved.
Yeah, and a lot of big bodies being used right now. He's got Garvin as number 1, his number 86 with still not very top end speed, but he's liked using those big bodies of typical Philly kind of offense. A lot of these guys looking like Alshon Jeffrey almost.
Yep, and that was Alan McCullough. He's a star dev, 29-year-old. He's been on the roster for a long time, and he just making plays.
Making plays indeed. We have some technical difficulties. Stand by.
Eagles threatening here.
First and goal. They are threatening. Clausen in the backfield still. Pope with time over the middle, and it's dropped. It looked like he had a window there quickly to his man McCullough again. That's pressure in his face. A little
Yeah.
nice throw there. Gave his receiver a chance.
Oh yeah, he fit it in. I mean, you got to hold on to that if you're McCullough. He did get popped by Vernon, who's an absolute dude. But you get a chance to make a play, you got to do it there, and especially if you're 29 years old, you're on the roster, you got to make those type of plays if you want to stick around.
Single back set. Clausen in the backfield. Two tight ends. Man in motion. That's a toss play to Clausen. Clausen with space around the outside. Tries to spin back in. Nice closing speed there by the defense to get around. I think that was Lattimore on the tackle. Brings up a third and goal.
Yeah, Lattimore and Xavier just getting over the top and getting to the running back. Clausen showing kind of how he's a slow guy. He's not a fast running back. He was not able to get to the edge. You kind of want to get a guy in there that's, your quickest guy. Can he just get to the pylon and make it, make the touchdown?
Yeah, because that toss was open. That was the right play. He had tons of space, good blocking, but just not able to turn on the jets enough to get into the end zone.
Yep.
Third and goal, empty set here. Pope steps back. He's looking pressure in his face, and he goes down. Huge sack there by Walter.
Mason Walter might be the best Madden Gen player that's been drafted. He's going to be an automatic Hall of Famer. You saw an article today from JMO. His stats are insane. What a draft pick by Hammer there, getting a defensive end like that can just make get a sack every other play almost.
And the field goal is up and good. So first point's on the board. Pope steps back. He's looking pressure in his face, and he goes down. Huge sack
Mason
there by
Walter. He's Mason. Yeah, that's a heck of a play. That dude is a freak athlete.
I think that was it took about 3 seconds for him to get into the backfield. It's insane.
Yeah. Gives off a very J.J. Watt vibe, just absolute hard
exactly.
worker. He's always in the gym. He's a community guy. They love him in Nashville.
And Titans with the ball now. You got to get some rhythm going here. First and 10, bunch to the right.
A lot of audibles there.
A lot of audibles. Luck steps back now. He throws it down low. That's his man, A.J. Brown. Nice little rhythm throw there. Gets about 5.
Yep, and hey, just get one completed. Get yourself feeling good. A.J. Brown, I'm surprised he hasn't been as good as we've expected. I kind of came into this thinking be a top wide receiver, and he's done well, but he just doesn't, he hasn't gotten to that breaking point where he's one of the best in the league.
Second and 5, shotgun set, Love to the right. That's gonna be the end of the first quarter. Yeah, really hasn't made that next step to being one of the leading receivers in the league, like you said. But he has the talent, I believe. Just really hasn't been able to put it together.
Yeah, and that's tough. You got a guy like Brown. You got Corey Davis. Corey Davis was kind of the focus early on in this cycle, and that Brown kind of took a backseat to that.
Second and 5, bunch to the left here. Single back set. Love in the back. Toss play to Love. Love with some space. Gets hung up on a blocker. Looked like he had some space there, but can't get around that blocker.
Surprised to see him not juke and try to get inside there. He had a big hole if he had just punched it up, but I guess he was trying to get to the edge and he just got hung up.
Yeah, and stuff like that's just going to make this offense even tougher to get in a rhythm with Luck. You want that running game to get going and give Luck some maneuverability with this offense. But now 3rd and 4 kind of forces you into a passing situation here. Luck steps back. He will pass it. Throws it to Love, and that's intercepted. Bad read and throw by Luck. Little late there. Thought he had Love for a second, but kind of just floats it up there, and that's picked off.
Yeah, and you could tell.
Pass it. Throws it to Love, and that's intercepted. Bad read and throw by Luck. Little late there. Thought he had Love for a second.
Just picks it off.
Yeah, phenomenal play by Career there just to step in front of that. And now here the Eagles are again after a nice drive. Bunch to the right here. They go with the pitch play, the same one, and that's Clausen gets hung up there. And those pitch plays, I'm not sure if I would really be running that with Clausen. You want to get him downhill quickly with that power.
Yeah, surprised to see him trying to get the edge so much. And if he was able to just get downhill and make some plays, that's 4 yards a pop. That's all you need. And I'm surprised he's just not trying to hit that.
Trips to the left, Clausen in the shotgun with him, and it throws it to his man McCullough. This time he makes the catch in traffic. Doesn't get much there, but a nice catch there by McCullough. Brings up a 3rd and 6.
And that's why they love him in Philly. He didn't catch that touchdown, but he just makes hard, tough plays, and he's a grinder. And Philly has really embraced him over the years.
3rd and 6. Huge possession here. Pump fakes. He's got his man over the middle to the 5 and is stopped right about the 5-yard line. Eli Pope with a dart over the middle. Pump fake
What
freezes the defense and just a nice play.
what a read! The little out and up from the tight end. He just hit the middle of the field in the cover two. There was no hole runner, and Pope just made a great play. And that pump fake was even better.
1st and goal at the 5. Clausen up the gut this time. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Phil.
Hit the middle of the field in the cover two. There was no hole runner, and Pope just made a great play. And that pump fake was even better.
1st and goal at the 5. Clausen up the gut this time. Gets into the
Really, it's tough for him going forward right now.
Yeah, as we watch the replay there, it's definitely going to be tough as Clausen just had a huge hole there. Nice vision. Sees that left side opening up as he was assigned him up the middle, but a nice ball carrier vision there. Gets in the end zone easily.
Yeah, that's a great play. Again, that's what you want with Clausen.
And that's what the Titans got to get going, like you're saying. They got to get that running game with Bryce Love because Bryce Love, he's got the speed, he's got the jukebox. He is a dynamic runner. If you get him in some open space, you never know when he's going to break one.
Exactly, and I think nothing. It's not panic time yet. You don't have to start shucking the ball. Get Love going. Get Luck, a little more comfortable, and things are going to work out.
So you see, they only have about 10 yards there of total offense, or 13 yards of total offense as Luck throws it up to Smith, and it falls down incomplete. But really not a very productive day so far for this offense. They got to get something going.
No, and that was the right read. You got the blitz, the corner. You got your Jonnu Smith or your stud tight end on a corner route, and Luck just kind of throws it high, and Smith gets rocked when he went to catch it. Luck's got to make that where he can just catch it and run.
2nd and 10. Trips to the right here. Luck throws it down low and miscommunication again as Love thought it was going to him or to the tight end, and it just falls incomplete. Both guys fumbled with it. 3rd and 10 coming up as a bit of a pause in the action.
Yeah, it looked like to me that he really had the corner out again.
Yeah, to Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's locking in on guys a little bit right now. He's not seeing the field. When you get down early, you can get frustrated and you don't go through your read, you don't do the right thing. So, Luck's got to just calm down, make a good read and get a first down here, because if you don't, you're kind of in trouble.
3rd and 10. Huge 3rd down coming up here. Luck in the shotgun. Love to his left. Luck with some time. Throws it deep, and it's picked off easily. And they're going to take this all the way down to the 47-yard line. Career with another interception.
Yeah.
Luck with some time. Throws it deep, and it's picked off easily. And they're going to take this all the way down to...
I think the Titans are going to come out here on defense and really try to get after it.
1st and 10. Pope steps back over the middle and tries to force a passer to his tight end quickly. Notice the pressure, gets it out, but incomplete pass there. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and that was the right thing. You had you had pressure coming. If you maybe waited, though, your blocking might, I think, held up there, and he could have had a big play. But Titans are frustrated. They're going to blitz right now. They're going to try to get after it and get that ball back.
They do not want to give up many points here. They're going to try and stop him without any yards gained here. As Clausen goes up the middle with some space now, trucks a man and gets down to the 32-yard line. That's the Clausen we're used to seeing.
Oh, yeah, and he just absolutely destroyed that safety on that play. And if you get Clausen going like that, it might be a long day for the Titans right now.
Definitely. Clausen downfield with him against a secondary player. He's almost always just going to put his shoulder down and get over him.
Yeah, and that's tough right now. If you're the Eagles, just take care of the football. Get them downhill. But
I'm not sure if he was down there, as we have a fumble on the play, and that's Walter picking it up. He might have been down though.
Yeah, I think this is going to go to the booth.
I don't know. He might have landed on the back. I think it's going to be overturned.
To what they say. Hey, it's over.
Overturned. The Eagles will keep the ball there. As you were saying, they should protect the ball a little bit there, and Clausen with a fumble, but luckily he was down, which is ill timing there. You kind of almost jinxed him.
Yeah, I think I might have gave him a little jinx there. You know, you're probably getting guys punching at the ball right now. The Titans, they're really trying to strip it. Just hold on to it and run downhill hard.
Clausen with the ball up the middle, and he gets tackled immediately. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
That was a good job by the Titans defense there. Huge third down. If you can hold them to a field goal right now and only be down 13, you got a chance to score and make it a one possession game. That is the key right now. But if you give up a first down here, it's not going to be good.
And here's the anger out to Clausen. Clausen to the middle, puts his head down, and gets about to the 8-yard line. Nice play there on the angle route.
And we're seeing man coverage on third down there. They're trying to get a stop, and you know, if you're the if you're the Eagles there, that just says to me, all right, I'm going to run my angle. There's no way the backer can cover my dude on that, and he did the right thing.
1st and goal, empty set. Pope with some time over the middle. That's his man McCullough. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I mean, all right, I'm going to run my angle. There's no way the backer can cover my dude on that, and he did the right thing.
1st and goal, empty set. Pope with some time over the middle. That's his man McCullough. Touchdown. As we look at the replay there, Pope had a lot of time in the pocket. He wasn't afraid of Walter there. He just took what he could and went through his progressions and a nice read to his man over the middle there, McCullough.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a heck of a play. McCullough again, big Philly guy, just making plays. You gotta love to see that.
As we have a kickoff here, let's check in to see if our Falcons and Saints game is underway. And it is not. So we'll have
Nope,
that
there
up
they.
for you shortly, as they were supposed to have started by now.
Yeah, man, it's tough. People are kind of just with this lockdown. This is the only sport available. I'm surprised they're not actually getting after it already.
1st and 10. There's a nice completion there. Nice little rhythm throw to Corey Davis on the outside.
Yeah, that's a nice play. Just get a completion, get yourself going. You make it a 17-7 game. You got to feel good about that going into halftime after such a bad first half.
Definitely, and that's a key completion for Luck, because that throw, the other throws, he really hasn't shown a lot of zip on the ball. He's been very hesitant and kind of floated some balls up there, but that one, very decisive and throws it to his man quickly.
Yep, he really great rhythm throw like you said, and then they just try to go downhill with Bryce Love, but the blocking just not there right now, and you kind of again you got to get Bryce going here. If you don't, it's going to be really tough.
2nd and 7. Love to stop for another 3-yard gain, like you said. Love in motion now, out of the backfield. Luck takes the snap. He's looking over the middle. He's got Brown. Looked like he had another couple routes open, but he checks it down and brings up a 3rd down.
Yeah, I think he just went through his reads a little quickly there, and you saw Brown end up for the ball. That throw though is behind him. If he puts that on him, Brown's got a chance to juke and get past that guy. But by throwing it behind him, he just can't make a play.
Yeah, at least get a little closer to the first down. As they have another 3rd and 4 coming up, and these are a little tougher than you think. It kind of leaves out the question for you to try and do one of those sneaky inside zones out of the shotgun. A little bit too far for that, so it kind of forces you to throw, and it's a tough yardage to get there. This brings us to the
Yeah,
2-minute warning.
These short yardage first downs are not easy at all, especially when you haven't really felt good about what you're doing. You haven't had much success on the ground. You're probably going to throw the football. But it's also one of those times you go draw, make a play. We'll see what he does.
3rd and 4. Love to his left there. Shotgun set. Luck changes some things up. Now takes the snap. He's got some time. He's looking deep and incomplete. Lucky it's not intercepted as he rushed that read to Corey Davis.
Yeah, and it was late actually. He waited for that post route to really get across the field, and now you have the middle safety and the corner who are both in those deep zones able to make a play on it. And he's just got to throw that earlier in front of that guy. But you don't want to be calling the post against cover 3 either. You're just running into coverage, and that's a tough. Wasn't the call that you want there.
Yeah, and that's what's tough about those 3rd and shorts. Like I was gonna say before the play started, it's those 3rd and shorts require a lot of rhythm and confidence in your wide receivers routes and in those quick routes. And when you don't have that, or if your quarterback's not decisive, it leads to a lot of plays like that. I think all of his interceptions, both of the interceptions, came on third and shorts like that.
Yeah, they did, and then that one off also. So basically, third and short, he's taking shots instead of checking down, and that's got to just be a confidence thing.
Yeah, exactly. 2nd and 4 is a check down to McCullough. 123 on the play clock. Slant route. That's Arcega Whiteside with some space. Gets to about the 44-yard line.
Young man out of Stanford making a play. That's not really much of a young man anymore. He's Philly for a while now, but that's a great play by Arcega. And again, Pope rhythm throw got him right inside the zone. The spot in the zone there, and was able to make a play. Really good job by Pope so far this game.
Empty set for Pope. 104 left to go. His Titans called a timeout. Over the middle to McCullough, and that's knocked out. Good play there by the defense.
Yeah, that's a really good play. Great coverage. McCullough just, tough for McCullough to get separation deep down the field. He's more of a short route guy. I think the Titans are trying to get the ball back here. They want to, they want to get one more shot at this.
2nd and 10, 1 minute to go. Titans relying on their defense right now to make a stop. They have to get some kind of momentum for their offense going.
Yeah, if they don't get a stop here, again, it's early, but it's not, and they might be in trouble.
Empty set again. Pope over to the right, and a wildly inaccurate throw there. Lucky it's not picked off. It brings up a 3rd and long, so Titans might be able to get the ball back here.
Yeah, they might be able to. I think Pope felt the pressure there too. He was, he definitely overthrew that thing with Walter coming down on him.
3rd and 10. Empty set again for Pope. So looking to air it out. Pope with pressure in his face, and he goes down. Sack on the play, and Titans will call another timeout. 3rd and 10. Empty set again for Pope. So looking to air it out. Pope with pressure in his face, and he goes down.
JJ Watt here, I think he's better than Watt. He might be one of the best of all time.
And Love is going to take this out of the end zone. Spin move with some space. Jukes again and is able to get to the 23-yard line. So kills a lot of clock there. If he just would have let that go, it would only be 3 yards behind him.
Exactly. That was, immediately. You kind of killed you gave yourself less time here to make a play instead of just taking a knee. Those 3 yards probably not worth it.
And with no timeouts and 40 seconds left here, you don't really have a lot of options for an offense that's already not really utilizing a lot of rhythm type of routes, and that's what you have to do in these scenarios. So it's interesting to see what happens here. Luck over the middle, and it's complete, but only for a gain about 7 there.
Yeah, that's tough. You gotta get going. You gotta take a shot. And at this point, I might throw it up to my dude Corey Davis, see if he can make a play.
Luck steps back. He's got some time finally. He throws it deep to his man, Jonnu Smith, who catches it, but I think it's going to bring us to the end of the half.
Yep, just could not get get on the ball quick enough to spike it. But hey, taking it out of the end zone, you probably lost about 7 or 8 seconds there. If he had just taken a knee, you may be getting a field goal in that situation.
And Titans will get the ball back here, so it's not all doom and gloom here. But they have to put something together. Luck is only 5 for 12, 33 yards, and 2 interceptions, so they got to get him going.
That is a rough first half. And let's see if they come out with Bryce Love. Again, like you said, it's not doom and gloom yet. They could still run the ball, get a couple, get yourself going and get a score and make this thing close.
1st and 10, they do hand it to Love. Love with some space, with tons of space, to the 40, 50, across midfield to the 30, 20. He's going to take this in the end zone for a touchdown. That is the play they needed with some showboating at the end. Let's see that. They do hand it to Love. Love with some space, with tons of space, to the 40, 50, across midfield to the 30, 20. He's going to take this in the end zone for a touchdown. That is the play they needed. Walks in the end zone, not catching him in open field.
Untouched for basically 80 yards, and he just showed off his speed there, and a little taunt at the end. Interesting. You're down. You're down, and you're taunting. You better make a comeback here when you do something like that.
Exactly. A little bit of taunting there, and you like to see it, but down 10 points still. I don't know if that was the right move, but we'll see how it plays out for him.
Yeah, that's Bryce Love. Hey, you got to get excited when you score, though. So I kind of like it. Are we having some technical difficulties here?
No, I'm all good.
Oh no, all right. I'm good now. There we go.
And 1st and 10 coming up for the Eagles, and Walter's X Factor is activated. So maybe try and get the running game going with Clausen here. You got to get that X factor going away.
Yeah, you want it away. You got to get 30 yards, and that's it's not easy to get 30 yards when you probably can't throw the ball much because Walter's going to be screaming down on you.
Oh, it's 30 yards for him. I thought it was like 10 or something.
No, I well at least mine with Fearmonger for Harold Landry, it's 30 yards.
Oh, dang, that's tough.
Yeah, so it makes it interesting. Titans really bringing people up. They're going to try to stop the run here.
2nd and 3 I form set. They're gonna hand it to Clausen. Clausen with space up the middle, puts his head down, his shoulder down rather, and gets to the 46-yard line. Another good run by Clausen.
Yeah, and that's hey, you fall forward for another 2 yards, just keep bruising with the big man. Let him just run and work and get you down the field.
Yeah, grind away these defensive ends who are hot right now. You got to do something to try and open up this passing game if you want to go back to it, and they do not. As he is tackled for a loss of about 2 yards there, brings up a 2nd and 12.
Number 96 for the Titans, that was the defensive tackle, Mr. Jordan Oden, 26-year-old out of Central Michigan, making the play.
Yeah, Jordan Oden really just hasn't done a whole lot this year. Only 3 tackles on the year so far, with 4 now, but big play there by Jordan Oden.
Yeah, huge play, and it looks like the Titans are going to come out, try to play man coverage and get a stop here because it's definitely a throwing situation.
2nd and 12, the Drew brought back. He throws it to Arcega Whiteside. The nice completion there. Gets to the 48. Makes this a 3rd and manageable. Nice throw there by Pope.
Yeah, just good read, nice safe throw. I'm hoping. I think he might have saw the man coverage. He got the motion and the drag route, and that's almost Marshawn Lattimore's a dude, but that's almost impossible to coverage a man when he gets the motion going.
3rd and 5. Titans pressing in the line of scrimmage. Empty set here.
And you got
They take the snap and pressure up the it's pressure up the middle, and he's Eli Pope is almost stacked with pressure in his face. He kind of just chucks it, and Marshawn Lattimore had his hands on the ball. Usually comes up with that, but nevertheless, still a stop on 3rd down brings up a punty situation.
Yeah, I don't know how he got the ball off with Jeffrey Simmons really just grinding down on him, but he was able to do that, and that's a heck of a play.
Heck of a play. In love with the spin move, with space, jukes outside, and almost had a nobody behind him. A nice tackle by number 41 there stops him, which what could have been a touchdown.
Yeah, if 41 doesn't make that play, he is gone, and he's they're really taking chances taking that out, but that's the cornerback Quentin Nix, the Arizona kid from 26-year-old draft pick.
Yeah, a nice tackle there, but like you were saying, it's a very risky move there. But I guess they trust Bryce Love enough to try and make something happen. Their reward outweighs the risk there. As they hand it to Love now,
Yeah,
and Love gets about 9.
yeah. Now you're seeing the Titans start to get a little feel here. They look like they're feeling good about this thing. 9 yards, and hey, you get Bryce Love going, we might have ourselves a game.
It's what we were trying to preach to these guys. You got to get Love going to get this passing game going for a quarterback who's struggling right now. And so far, it's working for them in the second half. This brings up a 2nd and 1 here. Ezekiel Clybourne now the back. Man in motion. That's Trucks. And play action. He's got some time and space. He throws over the middle to Davis. Davis to the 30. 20. He's not going to be caught. 10-5 touchdown with even more showboating. Huge play there by Luck. And play action. He's got some time and space. He throws over the middle to Davis. Davis to the 30. 20. He's not going to be caught. 10-5 touchdown with
Back, put him as a wing and got an extra blocker for his rollout and was able to get time against that blitz. That was a heck of a read for him.
Yeah, and that's what happens when that running game kind of opens things up, settles down everybody. Luck takes a second and reads the defense and notices that there's an edge blitz coming and motions his guy out there, and a beautiful play action route by Corey Davis gets wide open, and you're not going to catch him when he gets that much space.
No, that was awesome. That was a really great play, and we got ourselves a game here, 17-14. Now, it's interesting. What is Philly going to do? Do you come out throwing, or you just try to keep Derek Clausen pounding him downhill?
Well, you do have Walter's X Factor gone now because of the yards you got last drive. So I think what I would do here, they're expecting the run here. I think you would throw some kind of rhythm route and see what you can do in space as the blitz might be coming. The Titans are feeling themselves right now, so they might be coming with some kind of blitz.
Yeah,
They don't. They drop back. Pope with the ball. He gets a nice throw there to the tight end. It's a nice rhythm to get things going. Pope 11 for 17, 163 yards and a touchdown. It's been pretty good this game.
Yeah, get 6 yards a pop and you're good. A little easy throw. I like what Pope's been doing. Haven't seen him run yet. He does have some, decent wheels. It'll be interesting if he they try to get that read option game going and get Pope downhill a little bit.
2nd and 4. Clausen to the right. They fake it to Clausen. Play action. Throws over the middle. Oh, and it's almost picked off by Lattimore again. He had that read all the way, but kind of just had it hit his back there. Instead of turning his hands to it, he turned his back to deflect it. Interesting to see that.
Lattimore was a mess on that play, but Pope, I think he just felt like Mason Walter was getting to him. He's getting rid of the ball a little quick there.
Yeah, rushed that read, and he's lucky he's not intercepted. Brings up a 3rd and 4. Here comes the out route. Nice play there by Clausen. I like that route call a lot. They were expecting the angle route there, I think, the Titans, and he hits him with the out route. Very nice call there to Clausen.
100%. You saw him using that backer, and I was thinking angle route the second he went out, and he hit the out route. That is an amazing call. You are correct with that.
1st and 10. Strong close set as they hand to Clausen. Clausen up the middle with space to the 35-30. He tries to fake a man, but he gets brought down finally. Clausen 15 for 82 yards and a touchdown. It's been pretty good this game. He's been very, very effective.
Yeah, you got to let the big dog eat, and he's just going to bring you down the field. And great blocking on that play also. And this is a drive that you score here, make that Titans offense have to keep playing well.
1st and 10. Titans press the line. Play action fake. Pope looking to the outside. Oh, and it's caught. What a catch there. As it looked like the CB, Adoree Jackson, was closing fast on that.
Yeah, I'm surprised Adoree wasn't able to get underneath that. That's Dexter. That was a heck of a play, heck of a catch to keep his feet in. Adoree, not playing as well as you'd expect. He's usually a really good corner, very fast, but he just got beat on that one.
Yeah, a second or two slower than used to seeing Adoree Jackson. He had the right read there, just a little slower than he's used to. Pope with the snap. He's looking. Touchdown, Philadelphia to the tight end. Wow, what a play there in Philadelphia. Yeah, a second or two slower than used to seeing Adoree Jackson. He had the right read there, just a little slower than he's used to. Pope with the snap. He's looking. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ooh, and a fumble. Was that a fumble? Oh, no, never mind. Okay, that was a field goal block. I was looking at the replay there. It came back in, but a little bit of a big field goal block there because if they score again, all they really need is a field goal to try and get within a touchdown.
Yeah, right now a field goal, or a touchdown, and you just need to get one more score. This is a huge drive right here. You're able to put up points, any points. You're sitting in a pretty good spot to win the game.
1st and 10. Bryce Love in the backfield. Now Luck's X Factor is illuminated. Bryce Love to the outside. Jukes keeps going. Nice spin move. He is so shifty. He gets about 7 there, but made it look very pretty.
Yeah, he just juked out that cornerback pretty well, and he almost took that thing to the house if he was able to make one more guy miss.
And that's what you get when you get Bryce Love in open space like that. You never know what kind of shiftiness he's going to pull off, and we've seen it before in this game. He has so much ability to just take anything and bring it to the house. He is such a playmaker. You got to get him more involved if you're going to get back into this game.
Yeah, and they've been doing a good job of that. Interesting to see what they do here.
2nd and 3. Trips to the left. Ooh, and Luck saw the right read there on the angle route to Love, but had Derek Barnett right in his face, forces that to be incomplete. And 3rd and 3 coming up.
Yeah, that was tough. Barnett was in his face. He would have had a first down there if he was able to get to Luck. Looks like we're live in. They got the ball already in the first quarter, and they're down on the 20 on their first opening drive.
And we'll check in with that game, the Saints and Falcons, just after this 3rd and 3. As Luck empty set, drops back, throws it to his man. That is caught, but I believe he's short of the first down. He is by about a yard. It brings up a 4th and 4.
That is tough, and it might, this might be one of those
it?
situations where you go for it. I think I don't know if you can.
Can you go for it here?
I don't think so, honestly.
I don't know. I don't think he's down enough points, but they're gonna do it. 4th and 1. This could be the game here if they don't get it.
Yep. Oh.
Luck faces snap. Oh, and he gets him to go off sides. Maybe that's all he was trying to do there. Oh, it was a false start.
No. They rule it a false start on the
I don't
right
know about
tackle.
that.
Yeah, it looked like Barnett made him move. I think that was a bad call by the
By
referee
the
on that one.
ref. Yeah, unfortunately, I like the call there. They're trying to get him to go offside, and they're going to fair catch it. Let's tune in to New Orleans as New Orleans just scores a touchdown there, and the Saints are going to go up by a touchdown. An interesting game here between the NFC South. Both teams have been struggling this year, but here are the Saints here. Nice opening drive to get them going.
Yeah, I've played both, and I think the Saints are pretty tough. I think the user's good. They just got to get their team going. They got to get Campy in a little better, but they'll be a tough team, going forward.
Yeah, I think they're a solid team, a solid coach, and they got some pieces here. I think they just got to build up a little bit more and get used to what they have, and they might be a force to be reckoned with in the future here.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure.
And the Eagles have the ball again, so we'll go back to Philadelphia as incomplete pass brings up a 2nd and 10. I believe that was the Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver on that one.
Yeah, and Arcega, not able to make the play, kind of batted down. Right now you got to get yourself just get yourself going here, get a first down, try to burn this clock a little bit.
Titans showing blitz here. Pope takes the snap. He's looking. He's got time and throws it to his man. Nice read. Quick read by Eli Pope. And he is on fire today. 15 for 23, over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Really impressive so far from Eli Pope.
And that was a hell of a catch to hold on to that by the tight end Hoskins, who had just scored the touchdown. That was a monstrous play, because if you don't get that, now you're giving the ball back with a chance to close this lead a little bit.
Clausen up the middle gets about 2 yards there. But yeah, the tight end there, Hoskins, right? He has been very good from this game. He's been kind of like their Jason Witten almost. Jason Witten in his prime, that is. He's a big body, big slow body, but he has good route running and gets those catches when you need them.
Yeah, and that's all you want right there, is just a guy that can make the play.
2nd and Eli Pope with time. He takes off now, tries to juke, and doesn't really get much as the linebacker read that one all the way, brings up the 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that was a tough juke there by Pope. I've seen him run a little better than that. I don't know if he was a little confused, didn't think he was over the line. I don't know what happened there, but Pope does have the ability to take off.
No, for sure, and I was surprised to see that juke is bringing us to the end of the 3rd quarter. It kind of looked like he just tried to get a little too fancy there, tried to think too much about a juke there, and really just should just use his speed and get around him.
Yeah, get around him, get downhill, slide. Even if you make it a 3rd and 1, you got the big dog in the backfield. You can just hand the ball to him.
Exactly. Huge 3rd and 4 coming up. Titans have to make a stop here if they're going to try and get back into this game. Empty set again for Pope. Takes the snap. He's looking. Ooh, and it's batted away. Almost picked off. That was, a nice play there by Dory Jackson. We kind of dogged him in a little bit earlier in the game, but makes a huge deflection against that man, McCullough.
Yeah, monstrous play by Adoree sitting in the zone. That's great. It's just he has such quickness. He's able to take off and bat that away.
And Bryce Love with some space here, jukes and gets about 5, brings him to the 25. So Titans are in a must-score situation here. Field goal is good, but they have to get some momentum as they kind of lost a little bit after those 2 quick touchdowns.
Yeah, he had 2 big plays, and then he had a tough drive. That gave them the ball back. But any points here, a field goal, just give yourself a chance to win the game. Put it on your defense to get a stop.
And a handoff to Love up the middle. And we have the Falcons now in the red zone here over in Atlanta. Raiders steps back. Oh, and it's almost picked off there as he tried to fit that in to somewhere in double coverage on that corner out to the tight end.
Yeah, not much available on that play there for the Falcons, but they can make plays. I like Simpson as a quarterback. It'd be interesting to see to see this game going forward. Don't think these 2 users have ever played.
Ooh, and a touchdown. Nice throw there to that wheel route to Connor, and we got a tie game pending the extra point there in Atlanta.
Yeah, huge. Kobe Connor, he's a dude, and they really rely on him to make plays.
And back in Philly, and we have a 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
Huge 3rd and 2. Luck takes a snap. He's looking. He's got his man. Nice throw underneath to Jonnu Smith. There's that rhythm we were looking for before. And if you remember back to that 1st quarter, they threw a similar type of curl route to Smith, and it kind of didn't connect. But that time, able to get some rhythm going and hands it to his guy Smith.
Yeah, absolutely enormous first down on that play. And then they try to go no huddle and they hand off to Love, but the defensive tackle just makes a big play getting through the double team. Number 99, absolute dude, Austin Hood, superstar player from Wisconsin.
2nd and 11, that's huge. It puts him behind the chains now, and you don't want to do that when your quarterback's had a history of struggle in this game. 2nd and 11 though, bunch to the right. Luck takes the drag route. A nice catch there, but really not much open. That's Trainer on the catch. Brings up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that was there was not much that crossing route, which he was clearly trying to hit, was double teamed, and he wasn't able to get anything there.
Yeah, and that's where he was looking for. He saw the pro reads eliminated. That's Luck's X factor, and that drag route was eliminated. But he really wasn't trying to look there, but kind of just had to. And it brings up a third and
Yeah,
10. Staying in the bunch, has his man on the corner route. Nice catch. That's Trainer again. Brings it to the 46-yard line. So 5:20 left to go here. What kind of rhythm are you trying to set for this drive? Are you trying to just keep this passing game going, trust your guy Luck that he's in the zone now, or are you trying to get Bryce Love back in the game?
I think you gotta throw the ball for the most part. You know, get the ball down the field. You gotta get points quicker than uh than most. And if you don't, if you don't get the, if you take a long drive running the football, it's going to be tough.
And that time trying to go with the RPO there and had it open there, but Trainer this time not very clutch, had a lot of space there. I think he was thinking about running before he caught the ball.
Yeah, he clearly took his eyes off it. And if he had caught that, he's one guy away, making one guy miss, and he has a touchdown. And that's just, that's one of those days for the Titans, it seems.
And it brings up another 2nd and 10. Playing behind the chains a lot on this drive. So less than 5 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Yep, and that's not what you want when Andrew Luck is struggling.
Shotgun set. Love gets the handoff there and it's stopped immediately. That is Hood again in the backfield. And you don't see that often.
And
Bryce Love is stopped again behind the line of scrimmage.
they tried to trap Hood, and Hood just destroyed the guard on that play. You can't trap a big dude like Hood. He's gonna probably blow that up.
3rd and 11. Luck with the ball. Throws it onto that crosser, and it's lucky it's not picked off. There's 4 Eagles there waiting for that one.
Yeah, and you know what? He really missed a big opportunity there. He went to the right side. If he had stayed left, he had a crosser wide open for a big first down.
And at the opponent's 46-yard line, they're going to try for this field goal. They must have the win at their back or something. But this field goal is huge. If they make this, they're within 6 points. So it could be enough for them with this drive held for them. So
Yeah, I'm very. This is very interesting. You got 8 mile per hour win. You got to point this thing down and get as much as you can here. If you don't point it down, it's going to be tough. I don't think he's going to get it. Doesn't look like he points it down. Not gonna. This is not going to go in. You gotta have this
no.
pointed.
Uh, and it looked like
If
he
he had
did have
pointed,
it pointed down. He would have had enough on that. That's a shame.
yep, yep. If he pulls that and he points it down and he gets a little more of a line drive instead of getting that thing up in the air, it goes in. That's really tough.
1st and 10. Now you got to rely on your defense to make some kind of a miracle turnover they haven't made all game. As Clausen gets the toe, he goes up the middle, trucks him in, stays on his feet, and is finally brought down to the 31-yard line. So now in field goal range, they just kind of hold on to the ball here, kick a field goal even. It kind of just puts this thing away. Not enough time for the Titans to try and come back.
No, they're out of trouble. You got to get a turnover. If you don't get a turnover, this thing is done.
And here's the win play up the middle. That's Clausen, a face mask. Ah, oh.
Yeah, either they're trying to really punch and rip at that ball, and when you do that, your hands sometimes get caught in the face mask, and that's what happened there.
And here they are. The Eagles now at the 14-yard line. 3:44 left to go. And unless they get a turnover, like you said, this game might be over for the Titans. Single back set. Clausen in the backfield, two tight ends. They hand it to Clausen
Yeah.
again. And Clausen up the middle. They went for that ball but couldn't get it out. And that bring up a timeout for the Titans. They're not giving up yet.
No, they're not going to give up, and I don't know if it's time to use the timeout yet or not. It's an
I think
interesting
it's a
call.
little
You know,
premature, yeah.
a little early on there. You know what? Kind of tough. We could have seen Jack Barnes play today, and I would have been interested to see what he does. But Luck just has struggled so much, and that's putting them in this situation.
Oh, and another face mask there. That's Marshawn Lattimore this time. Brings up a first and goal at the 3. Going back to those timeouts, if you don't use them, you let the Eagles kind of score. You never know if you can come back and score a quick touchdown and then have your timeouts to try and make a stop. But unable to do that now, it brings up a first and goal. And now they have to rely on a turnover. So here's Clausen again with the ball. And here goes the strip for Simmons, but unable to get there. Gets him to about the 2.
Yeah, Simmons tried to rip at it, but Derek Clausen is a big dude, and he's not going to drop the ball in that situation. I think they're in a lot of trouble here because I don't see Derek Clausen fumbling in a situation like this.
Neither do I. Clausen's that big guy. You just don't see it often. I'm surprised he even dropped the ball at all earlier, but he was down. So second and goal, I formation. They hand it to the fullback, and this time he stripped that, but he gets stopped at the 1. I'm not sure I would have given it to the fullback there. You're relying a lot on your fullback, who is smaller than Clausen even.
Yeah, I don't know. Not a guy that carries the ball a lot. Giving it to him is very, very risky in that situation.
A lot of trust in their fullback there, and they almost had the strip. Third and goal. Goal line set here. Big man on big man. And here's the handoff to
Oh,
Clausen up to the left side. And Clausen celebrating in the end zone. That should just have the trip. Third and goal. Goal line set here. Big man on big man. And here's the handoff to
oh.
Clausen. Because they're going to go for it. And a sack. So I guess I'm trying to add a little bit more salt to the wound to go for
Well,
2 there.
it's still a two-score game. We've seen crazier things happen in this situation. If he can get a quick score, he'll have the 2-minute warning behind his back. He'll have a chance to win the game when you get an onside kick or you kick it off and
Yeah, if you're the
hope
if
hope
you're the
for a
Eagles, there,
stop.
do you? I know the I like the I know understand the thought process. You want to get to 31, so it makes it a 3 possession game. Uh, but kicking the point after puts it into a 16 point game. You're relying on the other team to come back. They have to score a touchdown and two point conversions. I think the risk outweighs the reward there by going for it.
Pretty completely and a little check down, get out of bounds with Corey Davis there.
Nice read there by Luck, trying to get some rhythm going. About 50% completion, at 12 for 22, a little over 50% completion rating, but he really hasn't been good. 2 interceptions, and he has that long touchdown that kind of boasted his numbers. But other than that long play action touchdown where Davis is wide open, he's been very, very hot and
I
cold
don't
this game.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him complete a ball down the field other than that touchdown. Everything's been short routes and hard to win when you're doing that.
First and 10, empty set here. Luck takes the snap. He's looking. He's looking deep, double coverage, and batted away. Try to hit his tight end there on that wheel route.
Yeah, that little kind of out and up. It was actually Trainer. He tried to
No
throw the ball
trainer.
too, but again, a bad read. He had his crossing route. If he had just thrown it there at the same exact time he threw that route, he probably has a big play.
Just lack of confidence is resulting in a lot of these timing throws not being there, just pulling the trigger late, resulting in interception. And Love is going to get around the outside here. He's got a man there,
Oh
but oh, he
no!
jukes back. Oh no! He jukes back to
Wow.
the right, a beautiful move, and then he got a little too quick feet there, and he jukes out of bounds. It'll stop the clock there at the 6 yard line. But you would definitely like to see them try and get that touchdown in before the 2 minute warning to give themselves a chance.
Oh, if he had got that touchdown, you basically you would have had a timeout with the 2-minute warning basically and a chance to get a stop and get the ball back to win the game or tie the game.
Yeah, and here comes the first and goal here. Got to score right here now because you do not want that 2 minute warning to happen before you score.
No, you do not.
Empty set for Luck. Luck looking over the middle. This time hits the cross route. Touchdown Titans. So they're not done yet here. And pending the extra point, they're going to be down only 8 points here. So it's not over yet, but not looking good still for the Titans.
No, yeah, but hey, that's a great throw by Luck, and hey, we have a game on our hands. I wonder, gonna go outside kick or is he gonna kick it off? You kick it off, you got a chance. You have to make it stop. You have to stop Derek Clausen going downhill, and that's very tough to do. So he's got a big decision here.
Looks like they will kick it off. And I'm not sure about this. I think you have to. He does kick it out of the end zone. So luckily he kicks it out of the end zone. So they still have the 2 minute warning. They're going to have to rely on their defense, like you said. But with Clausen illuminated and pretty hot right now, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to stop him.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really tough. If they do stop him, that's That's a basically one of the biggest plays, one of the biggest accomplishments from this defense because you have one of the best running backs in the league right now trying to ice this game.
And they hand it to Clausen. Clausen with space. Oh, and he stopped. Nice tackle there. Clausen with plenty of space, and that brings him to the 2-minute warning. So now 2 timeouts left, 2nd and 2. This defense has got to get Clausen in the backfield. They have to stop him behind the line of scrimmage if they're going to stay in this.
They have to, and it's going to be interesting. Do you see Clausen try to take this thing outside again, or is he going to get downhill?
Got to get him downhill and just have him put his head down and see if he can get across that line to gain. And they do,
Ooh.
and he's stopped in the backfield. So hang on.
Wow.
3rd and 3 coming up here. We
Number
are not
97,
done in
Jordan Woody. He made a huge play. The superstar D tackle out of Ole Miss just absolutely shredded the defensive line there and got into the backfield for a 1-yard loss. We have a enormous play. This is the game right here.
This is the game.
What do you go with, Kylo? Here, what's your thought?
Something safe. I think you go with something where you trust your quarterback Pope, who's been good to make the right read and give yourself some options. You want to throw some kind of RPO here and make sure you make the right read again. But I think if you just run it downhill, I think the Titans are ready for that. But we'll see here. 3rd and short. They're going to pass it. And Pope, oh, it's almost picked off there, but it's knocked away by Lattimore. I'm not sure about that call. Tries to hit his man Ortega-Whiteside, but he's locked down by Lattimore. Brings up a 4th and 3. Incompletion. Now timeout left.
Yeah, you just threw out one of the best corners in the XCFL there, and clutch timing. He's going to make that play.
Not only does he make that play, but he forces the incompletion. And Love is going to take this to about the 27 yard. He forces the incompletion. So now the Titans, with plenty of time, they got minute 44 left to go, a timeout, so they can use the middle of the field if they want to try and take a shot. And you never know. Only down 8 points. This game is not over at all.
No, and this is really interesting. I mean, you have that timeout. You can go down the field in the middle of the field. 144 is a lot of time. Also, you got, I would run up the line, spike the ball if I get a completion. Burn a timeout if I get a completion. I'm still using the middle of the field here. There's no reason not to.
And real quickly before we get to this key drive, we're gonna check in. And over in Atlanta, Saints are up 20-7 as we get to about the end of the first half. There, Saints kind of putting it to the Falcons.
Yeah, you see the Saints doing a great job, and that interesting call here from in Tennessee. They give the ball to Love on a handoff.
Trying to mix things up there. He had some space, but he kind of hung up on the lineman.
Yeah, and it looked like Hammer's going really slow. He doesn't know what he wants to call here. He is struggling. This is wild.
He's wasting a lot of time. You have a timeout. You have plenty of time, but you don't have that much time. You got to get a rhythm going and get things a little bit more quicker. You can't
burn 20 seconds in that situation.
2nd and 5. Luck has a man open defense. Corey Davis. Corey Davis to the 10. 5 touchdown. And we got to see that again. Corey Davis with the play.
Burn 20 seconds in that situation.
2nd and 5. Luck has a man open defense. Corey Davis. Corey Davis to the 10. 5 touchdown. There by Corey Davis. And Luck to see him open like that.
Oh, yeah, that was an amazing, amazing play. Corey Davis just coming up absolutely huge, giving a little taunt. So here we go. Go for 2 to win the game right now. What are you going to do?
Go for 2 to tie the game. You have a nice comeback going. Yeah. Tie the game here. You got to go to your guy, Bryce Love here. Eagles are loading the line of scrimmage. They are blitzing hard. They're looking to get to Luck quickly.
He's not even in the game. They don't have Bryce Love. They have Morris Claiborne.
Oh, and then touch pass. End zone. Oh, and they get it. The 2-point conversion is good. So 1:06 left to go. Titans tie it up. Wow, what a comeback by Tennessee.
Yeah, this is incredible. They just scored 15 points in a matter of about 2.5 minutes. What a comeback. And Andrew Luck, man, he's old. He's people call him washed up, but he just made some pretty amazing throws there to tie the game.
It all starts with Bryce Love, and that long touchdown, the long run actually, to get him into that 6-yard line. It really just set the tone here for this comeback, but it's plenty of time for Eli Pope, and he throws it deep. Oh, and it's picked off. Adoree Jackson. Oh, Josh Jackson, excuse me, but Pope with Walters in his face, and it's picked off.
Oh, Pope with the bad decision there. They went man coverage, and J.C. Jackson was able to pick it off. They got a chance to win the game now. This is incredible.
Oh my God, the 49-yard line. What a collapse by Philadelphia if the Titans get this win. First and 10. Strong set here. Love in the backfield. They're going to hand it to Love. Love with some space out on the outside. Love with plenty of space to the 20. 10 5. And he goes out of bounds?
He went out of bounds. It
Okay.
looks like
Okay,
they're
he's
going
going
to
to.
try to burn the clock.
Yeah, they're going to try. With all three timeouts, though, I don't know if they're going to be able to do that. It does
Yeah,
use
that
up all
was
their
interesting.
timeouts. I think
You
you
make
might much better off if you just fall down there if you're going to try and do that.
exactly. You make him waste, make him waste the timeout instead of going out of bounds. And then, you also got to you might get him to burn all three timeouts, which is great. You're going to just take a knee, but you're still going to give him the ball back with about 45 seconds and a chance to tie the game.
Yeah, and it'd be much easier with even with those three timeouts, the way your defense has played the second half. You just trust your defense to not give up a touchdown, play everybody back, and just let your defense do
Yeah,
what they've been doing. Let Walters get back there in a clear passing situation. But you can't really fault them too much. They made a tremendous comeback right now with a chance to win this game. It's just amazing what they've done so far. But second and goal,
it's
they're
a,
gonna keep the offense out there.
this time they hand it.
Ooh, okay, and that's actually good that they stop and burn another timeout there as Love try to get into the end zone. Third and goal coming up.
Yeah, see, again, I think I take the touchdown there. I want the points. I want to just try to, make him score a touchdown. If you only get a field goal here, you're not, you got off to him. You're not in a great spot. Not that you're not in a great, not that the game is not in hand, but I don't want to give him a chance to win with a field goal. Got to get in the end zone.
Third and goal, pistol spread here. Luck taking his time, changes some things up. Puts his wide receiver in motion. Got another touch pass here. Oh, and a nice contain there by the linebacker. And that'll force the Eagles to use their last timeout. So fourth and goal here. Now you don't have to worry about the icing the kicker here with 44 seconds left to go. But
Mm.
1 second when we watch this field goal, and it's up and good by Badgley. So up by a field goal now, but plenty of time for the Eagles to still try and get down the field in field goal range here.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like that touch pass call. You just did shown that play for your 2-point conversion.
Yes,
You go
exactly.
with it again. The second they get the motion, they're gonna know that's coming. So, not a great call, I believe, by Tennessee there.
What I think he came out in, I think Tennessee came out in that zone jet fake, which I think was a good call. You just showed that touch pass, go with the other direction now and hand it off. But it doesn't do that. It changes it to the touch pass. And Pope to the outside. Catch there. He stays in bounds. So the clock's going to keep going as they're going to have to hurry up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to spike it. So now a third and short with 19 seconds left to go there.
I believe you. Yeah, you're not gonna have enough time to get up to the line and spike it again. So at this point, your best bet is to get out. Get the ball down the field and get out of bounds. If you don't do that, you're in trouble.
You got to hit some kind of corner route, deep corner route or something here to get this ball in the field goal range. Third and three. Pope with
And
time.
Whiteside comes down with it.
Oh, he does come down with it, but does he have the time? I don't think he
Oh,
does. And that'll do it. So what a comeback here by Tennessee and a valiant effort by the Eagles, but what a collapse by Philadelphia in this game as they had the game in their hands. It was less than 3 minutes left to go. 2:06 remaining on the clock, and they scored a touchdown to go up 29-14. They go for two and don't get it, and the Titans just claw their way back with a few big plays, and after momentum was in their hands, it was kind of over from there. What a win by the
yeah, that was
Tennessee, though.
that was pretty incredible by Tennessee. That was a miserable first half. But everything, it was all big plays. You didn't see them put together any really good drives. But Bryce Love, Corey Davis making just absolutely enormous plays. And you see Eli Pope, he's upset. He can't believe they lost that game. He played pretty well. Defense kind of let him down there.
Defense they kind of let them down. As we talk about this game, we're gonna have the Saints and Falcons game playing as we talk about the rest of it. But real quickly, who was your player of the game from the Tennessee and Philadelphia game?
I think it has to be Bryce Love. I mean, he had over rushing. But I also think we have to give credit to the offensive line. I mean, he scored a couple of those touchdowns absolutely untouched. They were just mauling people up front, and it goes to Bryce Love, but Bryce better take those guys out to dinner because they did a really good job.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing I would like to say that even in their pass protection, Luck didn't have a good game until the end there. Really, until like the last like 4 minutes in the game, he really was very very inconsistent. But you got to hand it to the offensive line for even holding up on those blocks because the Eagles' defensive line is very elite. They have a lot of good edge rushers and a lot of good pieces there, and they get in the backfield often and get a lot of sacks. So to see Luck, not really be touched that much, not have to worry about the pressure, it's just kind of poor timing. It was very impressive. So yeah, I guess the
For
offensive
sure.
line, Bryce Love. But do you have to give Luck any credit here for being able to have that poise and composure, that veteran status to just be able to claw back with your team and make a few big throws when you need him to?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, he just showed maturity there. He showed, he never got nervous. He really he did an incredible job just leading them back, and that's what you get when you have a guy turn 20 seconds call in that situation.
2nd and 5. Luck has a man open deep. It's
Corey
Corey
Davis.
Davis. Corey Davis to the 10. 5 touchdown. Touchdown.
Turn 20 seconds call in that situation.
2nd and 5. Luck has a man open deep. It's
Corey
Corey
Davis.
Davis. Corey Davis to the 10. 5 touchdown. Rest there.
Yeah, that's an incredible play. You just watch it. Corey beat that corner off the line. I mean, that corner had no chance. The safety didn't get over the top of it. Great throw by Andrew Luck, and that's the type of plays you need when you're down a lot.
And the Saints just putting it to the Falcons now is another long touchdown to make this pending the 2-point conversion. I think they are going to go for it, but it's 26-7 right now in Atlanta. Things not looking good here
Yeah,
for Atlanta.
no, Atlanta's really struggling right now. They traded away Eli Pope, which was a really interesting decision, and that defense is kind of getting old, so they need to get into rebuild here and try to get back. But the Saints again, Alvin Kamara, he's an absolute dude. It'll be interesting to see how they do going forward.
And just because we've been on for a while and we have to prepare for the Jaguars and Ravens game, we're going to wrap it up here. But I'm Kylo, and we're joined by Brian here, Coach Brian. And we had a fun game today. It was very wild, all over the place, big plays. But thanks for joining me, everybody, and thanks for joining me, Brian. And we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
All right, awesome, man. Good luck with the next game.